Henry Simon finally made his debut for guys this past week. What'd you see out of him?
He played 10 snaps, which is obviously his first 10 of the season, but he's got some natural strength. In particular, they ran one scheme where they tried to, he was playing 3 technique, tried to pull the guard outside and block down with the tackle. Did a great job reversing his hands, blew the tackle up and got across his face to play to the outside play. Just natural strength. He's still raw as can be. He still hasn't been trained like he needed to be trained, but he's got some strength that you can't teach. He's got good feet, and it's just a matter of him getting used to our style of defense. He wants to still sit at the line of scrimmage and kind of react when we're trying to get him to get off the ball and then react. But it's coming. It's coming. He added me a 6th guy in the rotation. We've never played 6 here, so last week we played 6 guys. It allows me to keep guys fresh. I can do it with confidence. I really don't feel like there's a huge drop-off right now between the 2s or 3s. I feel like they're all kind of in the same, those next 4 are in the same mix. So it just gives me the ability to rotate more people and try to stay fresh throughout the length of the game.
What have you seen so far out of everybody else through 4 games?
Well, Dutch has been limited, I'd say, just because he's still not 100%, and it shows. But really pleased with Jay McDonough. I thought he played it, his stat sheet didn't show it in the UConn game. Boy, he really made a difference in the run game. He's using up double teams. He's using up 2. He's knocking people back off the ball, which has been great, something we thought he could do all along, and he's really shown up doing that. Cleon's been productive. For the limited snaps, Cleon's getting compared to Jake. He's got more production. UConn, he caused the fumble, had a half sack. The other night, got good pressure one time. So Cleon's showing up like you thought he would because he's so athletic. Brandon and Walt have been a pleasant surprise. I didn't think I'd be comfortable playing them as much as I have, but they both played in every game and a significant amount of snaps, more than I probably thought they'd be ready to play at this point. A redshirt sophomore and a redshirt freshman. Pleased with where they're at. And like I said, Henry, just behind, but just try to force feed him reps, force feed him, and make ourselves put him on the field, and that's how he'll improve.
What do you think it is that's allowed those, second string guys to be able to, play so well?
I think the guys that go against in practice are pretty dang good. I'm talking about KO and Hicks and Tufty. So they've been pounded on pretty good here the last, spring and fall. And I think part of it too is I don't know that Dutch and Jake are playing so lights out that I feel like there's a huge drop off. So that's part of it. If I had 2 guys that were just playing, out of this world, then I probably wouldn't feel comfortable rotating. But I don't think there's a huge drop off. So maybe it's either maybe a lack of dominating play by those 2, or the fact they get in there, they haven't got blown off the ball when they've been in there. With the exception of Brandon at UConn, 1 snap. They've held their ground, they've held their gap, and a big play. Walt showed up, the big fumble recovery at UConn. They produced. Brandon had a big knockdown pass in the UNI game. They've produced, which makes you more confident, and they've had good weeks of practice. I told Walt last week, going into the Texas game, he had his best week of practice he's had since we've been together, and that just builds confidence on my end to see them play well in practice versus our offense and versus our scouts. I tell them, you got to force me to put you in the game, and you do that by preparing well, Sunday through Friday, and they've done that.